Hey, hello, PMP aspirants. PMP exams are considered as high standard or toughest exam. Could be the main reason. The question, how do we approach it? It is because of our experience in the job or the books, what we read, all combination works out in the exam hall. Let us see how to answer a question from the PMI perspective or project manager perspective, primarily the mindset part. So we look at the question. The question it reads out like Jack have been hired as a consultant by a manufacturing firm in Dubai. Jack have been asked to develop a standardized project management approach for the organization. Jack currently considering the entire continuum of project management, which is agile on one end and waterfall on the other. Before Jack can decide which model to select, he need to conduct a or an. When we read this question, look like Jack is expected to do some action here. He need to, which means some action to be done. Jack has been hired as a consultant. Okay, we know he's a consultant. He is expected to do something now to get some conclusion. So what are the answers we have? 5-way analysis, project impact assessment, organizational cultural assessment, feasibility analysis. Everything looks pretty good. As a manager, as a leader, as an organization consultant, he or she can do something on this. But how to read this question and eliminate some answers now? Now, primarily in PMP examination, if you have 4 choices, you can eliminate a couple of them, which will save a lot of your time. Before you eliminate, first you understand the question. Without that, if you eliminate, it won't make any sense. So the question here, looking as a consultant in a manufacturing unit, okay, in a company, the primary expectation from him is to bring up a standardized project management approach. Very good. So management approach is expected, not on the project itself, which means it is a little above than the project. It is for the whole organization or maybe good for one portfolio program. Some approach he has to bring in, which will help for the whole organization in the long run. Jack currently considering the entire continuum of a project management. So he's looking into a better way of doing things. If you have read the book of PMP, if you read the book of Agile Practice Guide, you would have seen the word called continuum. What does continuum means? If you look at this image, you can see that a project could start from predictive and it can travel to agile. It's a continuum path. It could go agile, back to predictive or hybrid model. The expectation is to find a better spot somewhere in this place where this project can have a combination of both or only agile, only predictive. So in management, we look into whether to do incremental way where we can deliver early to the customer or iterative way, how early we can get feedback from the customer. So now when Jack is working out for the manufacturing segment and when he's doing continuum, if the project is already in predictive model, how can I add some agile nature into that? Or what could be my sweet spot here where I can settle with my project? So now the question, when you go back and see the question here, now we have to eliminate it. So when you understand as a consultant, you have to bring some standardized management model. You have to follow some continuum here, which means there is some action expected. Okay, what action is expected? Let me go for an elimination. Feasibility study or feasibility analysis. For this question, I would not say there is a feasibility needed because it is an approach. For an approach, I will discuss more. I'll understand more about the people to bring a new approach. I don't think we will look for the feasibility. I will straight away remove the feasibility away from this. And the next one I want to remove is about project impact assessment. I'm not getting any specific project here to talk or understand what kind of impact it will have in the project. I'm not going to do anything on that area. I'm looking for a standardized project management approach, an approach for the whole group or maybe some projects or for the organization. So I'm not going to do any project impact assessment specifically here. So when I remove these 2 answers, left out is between 5-way analysis and organizational cultural assessment. Now, after you eliminate 2 answers, you are in a better stage. Now you have to go back and read the question again. Now, Jack have been hired as a consultant in a manufacturing firm. We read it. He has to develop some standardized project management approach. Okay, this is a key word as approach, an approach which people can accept, people can follow, and organization get some benefit out of it, and organization can keep growing on their targets. Now, Jack currently considering the entire continuum, and also we found that he need to conduct something to make is this doable and good for it. Now, when we go for 5-way analysis, when there is a problem, when there is an issue, we do a root analysis. Or when we want to get a solution out of a problem, should get a solution, then we go for 5-way analysis. So 5-way analysis will go away in this question because the word here primarily on the management approach. When you say management approach, it is purely targeting on organization's cultural or mindset. What kind of relationship between the leadership team, management, and the execution or implementation team? When we understand this, there is a high chance the approach what we bring in, whether it is a predictive model or whether it is an agile or a hybrid model, it starts giving some results. When we talk about organization culture, we talk about how a change request has been accepted in this organization, how people accept the customer feedback, how quicker the team can respond to any ask by the customer or within the organization. So what kind of a behavior pattern they have. When Jack as a consultant can talk to these people and understand them very well, chances are you can bring up an approach and try, get some answers, again trial, go for answers. And it is a progressive way of settling with a better approach. That's why it's called continuum approach. So answer this question, what PMI is looking from you. PMI, when I ask a question like this, they are not looking straight away as a manager, will you talk the revenue and benefit of the project? No, here it is an approach which a company, a manufacturing unit, or set of projects can follow, which will give them a benefit in the longer run. So this question goes answer with organizational culture assessment. If you found this as a right answer from your side, you can leave your comments here. If you find that some other answer could also map with this, you can give a justification. Let's discuss about it. Now, thanks all for watching this video. Now, what is the approach here is, we'll take one question at a time and we'll talk about this question, see the justification, see the mindset towards the examination. This can help some of you who are going for examination, how to read a question and how to watch the keyword in the question. Good wishes, and leave your comments here and give your feedback on what you look for in future. Keep rocking. All the best.